Hello, everybody, and welcome to my 2002 Royal Rumble review. Like I promised a few weeks ago. As you can tell, Tommy and Sage are not beside me. Yes, plans changed. Tommy didn't feel like being in it, and filming this too late, and Sage was going to bed anyway. So it's just me in the 2002 Royal Rumble review. See my 2013 Royal Rumble video. You seen it was like 40 minutes. This video, I'm gonna try and make sure it doesn't go 40 minutes. So I'm just gonna read off the matches, then we're just gonna get through it quick. So that way it's not super long. So that way you guys won't have to sit through a super long video. So let's get started. The 2002 Royal Rumble was Sunday, January 20th, 2002. From the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia, of course, the home of WCW, who went out of business the year prior in 2001. The tagline for the event was 30 men, 1 match, 1 winner. The theme song, great theme song, is Cocky by Kid Rock. Awesome song. Of course, your commentators, you had Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler, and then your Spanish commentary. So the first match was a tag team titles match with the champions Spike Dudley and Taz going one-on-one, facing the Dudley Boys with Stacy Keibler. So this match wasn't nothing big. Taz tried to lock in the Taz mission on Stacy, and then Devon or Bubba broke it up. And Spike was going for a Dudley Dog on Devon, but Devon reversed it, throwing Spike to the outside. And Devon would run to Taz. Taz would move out of the way. Taz would lock in the Taz mission, and Devon Dudley would tap out, and Spike Dudley and Taz would retain the tag team titles. So it was nothing. It was nothing really big. So the next match is a Intercontinental title match with the champion Edge defending his Intercontinental Championship against William Regal. So in the match, Edge would spear the ref and Regal at the same time, knocking them both down. William Regal would hit Edge with the brass knuckles, knocking Edge out, and then William Regal with the cover, 1, 2, 3, and William Regal is your new Intercontinental Champion. The ref was down, so he did not see the brass knuckles. So that way, William Regal is the new Intercontinental Champion. So it was good. It was a good match. Of course, they would have a rematch at No Way Out. So, and a brass knuckles on a pole match for the Intercontinental title. So put down if you want to put down in the comments which match you like more, the Royal Rumble match or the No Way Out match. So the next match is for the Women's Championship, when the Women's Champion Trish Stratus, with Jacqueline as the special guest referee, took on Jazz. Yeah, this match wasn't good. It sucked. Trish Stratus hit the Stratus faction, but Jazz would kick out. And at the end, I think it was a running bulldog, I believe. And Trish Stratus would retain the women's championship. So it was a short match. It wasn't nothing big. So yeah, that's into that one. The next match was a street fight with Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, took on the owner and the chairman of the WWE, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So in the match, both Ric Flair and Vince McMahon will get busted open. Vince would pull out a lead pipe, and he would go to hit Ric Flair with it, but I believe Ric Flair hit a low blow, and then Ric Flair took the lead pipe and he hit Vince over the head with it. And then Ric Flair would lock in the figure four. As you see Vince McMahon in pain as he's sitting there screaming. And Vince McMahon would double tap. He'd tap out with both his hands instead of just one. And then Ric Flair would defeat Vince McMahon in the street fight. So it was a good street fight. It's a passable street fight. So yeah, street fight, Ric Flair and Vince. It was good. The next match is for the WWF Undisputed Championship, when the champion Chris Jericho would take on The Rock. This was a awesome WWF Undisputed Championship match. In the match, Lance Storm and Christian would try to get involved, but Rock would take them both out. The Rock in the match, The Rock put Chris Jericho through the announcer's table. And at the end of the match, the ref would get knocked down, and then as The Rock was going to grab Jericho, Jericho would reverse it with a low blow, and Jericho would throw The Rock into the exposed turnbuckle, rolling The Rock up 1, 2, 3, and Chris Jericho retains the WWF Undisputed Championship. Also in the match, Chris Jericho would put his feet on the ropes, cheating to win and steal another championship win. So yeah, Chris Jericho and The Rock, good match. Pretty good. And then it is time for the main event, which was the 30-man Royal Rumble matchup for a WWF Undisputed Championship match at WrestleMania 18. The participants in the match, there was some Royal Rumble returns here, which if you have watched the full show, they say it in the opening promo package. So the first two men who would start off would both be returning to the Royal Rumble match. Number one would be Rikishi, returning after a shoulder injury, I believe he had back in early 2001. And then the number two entrant was the returning Goldust. This was the first time we had seen Goldust in the WWE since 1999 when he left for WCW. So yeah, Goldust would make his WWF return here at the Royal Rumble. Number 3 was the Big Boss Man. Number 4 was Bradshaw. Number 5 was Lance Storm. Number 6 was Al Snow. Number 7 was Billy Gunn. Number 8 was The Undertaker. Undertaker would come in and he would clean house, throwing all the superstars that were in the ring when Taker came in. He'd throw them all out. Number 9 was Matt Hardy. And number 10 was Jeff Hardy. Undertaker had taken out the Hardy Boys. It was a month before. It was a month ago in 2001 in December when he would attack them and send them both to the hospital. Undertaker would eliminate both Matt and Jeff Hardy. And then And then number 11 would be the Tough Enough winner at the time, Maven. Maven came in, Undertaker would beat down Maven, and then the Hardy Boys would get back into the ring, and they would start jumping the Undertaker, and the Undertaker would knock Matt Hardy out of the ring, and he would grab Jeff Hardy, and he would chuck him out of the ring from the bottom rope. And then the unthinkable happened when Tough Enough winner Maven came out, ran up behind Undertaker and hit a drop kick, knocking the Undertaker out of the ring, thus for eliminating the Undertaker in one of the most shocking Royal Rumble eliminations, and possibly one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. And then Undertaker would get back in, and he'd beat down Maven, throw Maven out. He would hit Maven with a steel chair, brutal chair shot, as the chair, you see the chair would bounce off Maven's head. And then Undertaker would beat Maven up to the concession area, throwing him into the popcorn machine. Number 12 was Scotty 2 Hotty, and the Undertaker would strike Scotty 2 Hotty as he was making his way to the ring. Yeah. And then number 13 was Christian. Number 14 was DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. Number 15 was Chuck Palumbo. Number 16 was the also returning Godfather, as he was previously the Good Father in 2001. Number 17 is Albert. Number 18 was Perry Saturn. And number 19 was Stone Cold Steve Austin coming in and dominating. He would eliminate Saturn, Chuck Palumbo. He would eliminate the number 20 entrant Val Venus, also returning to the Rumble, and the number 21 entrant Test. He would throw them out. And then the number 22 entrant was the returning. Well, he didn't return here. He returned on Raw a couple weeks before, I believe. Triple H come in, and him and Stone Cold would have a stare down, and then they would fight a little bit, and then to the 23rd entrant, the Hurricane. Hurricane would run in. Looked like he was about to chokeslam both Stone Cold and Triple H, but Stone Cold and Triple H was like, who does this guy think he is? And they just grab him, they throw out Hurricane, and they get back to brawling. And then the number 24 entrant was Farouk. Triple H would eliminate Farouk. Number 25 was the returning Mr. Perfect, who, as you've seen previously in WCW, Mr. Perfect will make his Royal Rumble and WWF return here. Number 26 was Kurt Angle. Number 27 was The Big Show. And number 28 was Kane. Kane would pick up The Big Show and toss him out. And then Kurt Angle would come up from behind, would grab Kane from behind. Kurt Angle would eliminate Kane. The number 29 entrant was RVD, Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam come in on fire. He would Rolling Thunder on Stone Cold. He would 5-star frog splash Kurt Angle. And then Triple H would hit a pedigree on RVD. And then the number 30th entrant, the final entrant, was Booker T. Booker T would come in. He would grab RVD, and he would throw RVD out of the ring. And then Booker T would celebrate by hitting a spinneroonie. But then Stone Cold would come up behind Booker T, kicking him in the gut, hitting a stunner. And Booker T would fall out of the ring over the top rope, thus for being eliminated. And then the final five, Stone Cold, Triple H, Kurt Angle, and Mr. Perfect. Kurt Angle would hit a few German suplexes on Stone Cold. And then Kurt Angle would come up from behind Stone Cold and would eliminate Stone Cold Steve Austin from the matchup. Also, Triple H got hit with an angle slam. And then Stone Cold would come back in, and he would hit all 3 remaining members with a steel chair. And then Stone Cold would walk out up the ramp, and then Stone Cold would be out of the match. And then Mr. Perfect hit a perfect plex on Kurt Angle. Triple H would eliminate Mr. Perfect. And then we are down to 2, Triple H and Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle and Triple H would brawl. And then at the ending of the match, Kurt Angle would backdrop Triple H over the top rope. Kurt Angle thought he had won the match, but Triple H came back in, surprising Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle would duck a clothesline. Triple H would hit a face buster. Kurt Angle would be put up against the ropes. And Triple H takes out Kurt Angle with a clothesline, thus for eliminating Kurt Angle. And Triple H has won the 2002 Royal Rumble match. And as you guys know, would go on to face Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 18, winning the titles. And then Triple H would celebrate the pay-per-view logo at the corner of the screen. They would go to black, and then the WWF logo, and then that was the end of the Royal Rumble 2002. Overall, pretty good pay-per-view. Matches to go back and look on are the IC title match, the Street Fight, Jericho and Rock, and the Royal Rumble match. Yeah, those were the best matches of the night. Women's title match and the tag team title matches weren't good. So yeah, overall, pretty good pay-per-view. So yeah, that's pretty much going to end this video. And this video is not 40 minutes. It will be going on 17 minutes. And so that's going to do it for today's pay-per-view review. After I get the next video will be my Royal Rumble 2023 predictions. And then it would be then the video after that will be my top 10 favorite Intercontinental Champions of all time. I know I promised that video yesterday, but it was just too late to film it, so I'm going to film it tonight. And then after the favorite IC champions, it will be my favorite WWE pay-per-views of all time, my top 10. So yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Evans Wrestling and Other Randomness, and follow me at Instagram at Evans Wrestling and Other Randomness. Don't miss out, because I got a whole bunch of great videos coming for the rest of January and for February and for March. So don't forget to watch the video, share it all over Twitter, share it all over Instagram, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later.